Hi, it's Davina and I'm just popping on here to tell you a little bit about OCT. It's one of the most brilliant pieces of equipment that we've used in practice. Richard first invested way ahead of the curve 15 years ago. OCT is taken very quickly. You have your chin on the rest, you look through a camera lens and you will see a red line moving in your field of vision, and that red line is a laser. As the laser goes through the pupil, it reaches the back of the eye, the retina, where it's able to then slice and penetrate through those layers, a little bit like ultrasound or X-rays, so that we can actually see the tissue below the surface. So this is brilliant in being able to see much more detail than just looking at the surface tissue of the retina. I'm just going to tell you a couple of ways that we use it. So there are so many additional functions which we may pick and choose which ones to use relevant to an examination or from what we find. But two of the standard ways we always use OCT are as follows. The macula is the part of the eye that you use for your central vision. You may have heard of macular degeneration, and what we do is, as you look straight into the camera, take a scan, and it comes up with images a little bit like this. So wherever the green line is on the photograph, we are seeing its corresponding slice in 2 dimensions. And as I move this around, we are able to then see different cross sections at different places, and I'm looking at the architecture and the structure of how those layers are arranged to see how healthy the retina is. We can also elaborate on this and take measurements. The optic nerve is very unique to each eye, almost, or some might say even more unique than a fingerprint, so no two are the same in terms of their unique structure, topography and contour. So the instrument takes a photograph of the optic nerve structure itself, but in the same way as I demonstrated, we get these slices of the retina in this new location. And it builds up to put all of those 2-dimensional images together and gives me this amazing 3D model of this area of the eye. So this is the optic nerve head where the nerve fibres are all bundled together. And you can see that it's a layered structure. So the way that we use this on a regular basis is that we get a report of how thick this top layer is, and we compare that to any previous measurements that we've had, because this can give us, if there's a change, very early signs of glaucoma information. And for a lot of people, it simply helps us to be very confident that the nerve fibre layer is stable and healthy. So there are so many applications to OCT. We use it as routine for everybody, and we're very experienced in interpreting the data. It's one of my most favourite pieces of equipment.